You've always wanted to develop a GIS web mapping application with GeoServer using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, but you have never known how to connect these technologies to each other. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to learn how to seamlessly connect HTML, CSS, and JavaScript with GeoServer and develop a web GIS application with Leaflet.js. But before we proceed, I would like to take this moment to ask you to subscribe to my channel so that you will be notified when I post these videos. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing is that you need to ensure that your GeoServer is up and running, and to do that you need to navigate to where you installed your GeoServer. So mine is here in the local disk C under program files. I have a folder called GeoServer, and then inside the bin folder you're going to run the startup batch, and this will run your GeoServer. As you can see here, mine is up and running. So make sure that you also do the same. If you don't have GeoServer, make sure to check out my other videos on how to install GeoServer, and then you'll be ready to go. So after doing that, you need to go to your browser and then type in localhost 8080/GeoServer, and then it will lead you to this web page here. But you need to log in. So you will have some login here, and make sure you enter your credentials and your username and password. Then you'll be able to log in as an admin, just as I have done here. So in our previous video, I showed you how to make sure that you get your styles from GeoServer, how to get styles from QGIS and then upload them to GeoServer, as we did in a previous video. Then we got up to this point, and I promise that I will come back with another video where we shall be able to now get this shapefile to the web application. So here is the GeoServer, and remember that you need to create your stores and then workspaces. Then after that, you'll have to also need to upload your shapefile. So remember, we did this in a series of videos that we have been doing since then. So this is my shapefile here, which is the count population, and then this is my stores, and then this was the layer name, which I did upload in my previous video. So you need to make sure that you check them out, otherwise you won't be able to follow along correctly. So after doing all those steps, now we need to go to our desktop and then create a folder. So here I'm just going to my desktop here, and I need to create a new folder. And then I'm going to rename this as something like GeoServer dash connect, something like this. Then I'm just going to open my Visual Studio Code like this one here, and I will navigate to open where the folder is. So I go to my desktop, and then I'm just going to click on GeoServer Connect folder, and then I will select that folder here. Now the next thing is that you need to create your HTML, CSS, and JavaScript file inside this folder. So here you just need to create your index.html like this, and then you need to create another one, which is let's say something like style.css, and then you also need to create another folder, which is you can say something like index.js. Then after doing that, you need to create an HTML file with a boilerplate. Just type in your exclamation mark, then click on enter, and this will generate a boilerplate for HTML file. And then inside here you need to create a div. So you need to create a div, let's say a div. Then you can just give it a div with something like h1, and then you can say this is web GIS. This is web GIS. Then you need to right click here inside your HTML file, and then click open with live server. This is supposed to open your web application inside the browser like this one here. So you can see this means that our setup is now running correctly. Now the next thing is that you need now to go ahead and connect your Leaflet, both CSS and JavaScript. So just go to your browser here and type in Leaflet. So you just need to type in as Leaflet like this, and then this is going to open up your leafletjs.com, and then here you can see that we have some several documentations that you can read, but we're just going to go to our tutorials like this, and then you click on Leaflet Quick Start Guide, and this is a simple step-by-step guide that will quickly get you started with the Leaflet basics. So you just need to click on this link, and then you'll be able to open up the step-by-step guide. So you can see here they are saying that we need to prepare our page, and we need, before writing any code for the map, we need to do the following preparation. So the first one is that we need to include the Leaflet CSS inside the head section of our document. So you just go ahead and copy this link here, just copy this, and then you go to HTML. Then they say that you need to put this in the head section of the document, just as I have said. So inside the head section, we are going to paste this link there, and then we shall go ahead and move to the second step where they say include Leaflet JavaScript file after Leaflet CSS. So you'll go ahead and also copy this one here, and then you need to paste after the Leaflet CSS. So down here you just need to paste it there, and then the next step is that we need to create a div with an ID of map. You can give it any name or any ID that you like, but if you like to use the same as theirs, you just need to put that one inside here. So to do that, you may also need to have your, instead of having a div here, you just need to remove this. So I'm just going to remove this div like this. And then if you just go and refresh the page, you can see that we still have our h1 there. So then after this h1, we are going to have a div, and this div is going to have an ID and an ID of map, and then this is what is going to hold our map inside the web page, just like we have it there. So the next thing is that you can see they say that after doing all this, you need to also style. So you can have a style there, and then you need now to create your variable name and then call the map from Leaflet, which is L, and then we are going to set the ID for this map, which is the div here, and then after that you need to set view or set latitude longitude, and then you have a zoom level like this. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. So we are going inside our JavaScript file, and then we need to create the file just as they have said. So we are going to say const map is equal to L dot we need to say L dot map, and this is a function that is going to take in the ID of map, and then at the end of this we need to say dot set view like that, and then we need to pass in a list of coordinates. So for my case, I'm just going to Google Maps here, and I'll be getting the coordinates for my location. So this is going to zoom into where I am right now. I'm just going to right click there and then copy the coordinates, and then I will be going back to the set view, and then I'm going to paste the coordinates there. So after that, we need to go to the end of this and then have a comma there, and then you need to set the zoom level to something like 6. Okay, so after doing that, the next thing is that we need to connect the JavaScript and index.html. So down here, before you close the body, we are going to say script, and then inside the script we need to have the source, and the source of course is going to be the index.js like this. So after we've done that, that is how we are able to connect our index.js to index.html. So of course we also need to get the link for the style. So I'll just say the link for the style, then this is going to be a link with the style sheet of href, which is going to be the style.css. And so this is how we connect the styles to our HTML file. So after doing that, of course, we may also need to style some basic map things, or maybe beginning by the body. So here we just need to say that body, and then have your styles. You need to have something like margin, which is going to 0. And then the next thing is the font family. So we need to have the font family, which is going to be Arial, Helvetica, sans serif. And then we shall also need to style an H2, because remember we have our H2, or which is our H1 here. So we just go back here, and after this you need to say H1. Then you can say something like text align, then you say center, and after that you need to get your padding and say padding is 10 pixels, something like this. Okay, so after you've done that, if you just go back and try to preview, you can see that we have this one here, and you can see that also the font family has changed. Okay, so of course we need to see our map displayed here inside this div. So to do that, we just need to get also some styles here. So we just need to get the style for the map. So down here, we're just going to say, since it is an ID in CSS, to reference the ID, we need to say hashtag map. And then we can have the width of the map, as 100%, and then the height is going to be 90 view height, VH, like this. So if you go ahead and save, and then you try to preview, you can see that we don't get our map yet, but you can see something is actually trying to load here. Okay, so since we have just defined where the map will be appearing, we need now to get the base layer to our map. So if you just go back to the start guide here, you can see that next we'll add a tile layer to add our map. In this case, it is an OpenStreetMap tile layer. Creating a tile layer usually involves setting up the URL template for the tile images, the attribution texts, and the maximum zoom level of the layer. So OpenStreetMap tiles are fine for programming your leaflet map, but you also need to maybe read some tile usage policy there. So we're just going to copy this one here. Since it is a link, we may not be able to type in everything as it is. Then we go back to our JavaScript file. Then down here, we're just going to paste it there. You can see that this is a tile layer that comes from OpenStreetMap. And then we have a maximum zoom level of 19, and then attribution, of course, is the copyright things. And then finally, we just need to add to map this tile layer. So if you just Control save and then go back to your document, you can see that we have our tile layer displayed down here, and we are centered to the place where we got the latitudes and longitudes, or the coordinates. So after that, then the next thing is that we need now to get this WMS layer to the map. And then that one we shall have done justice to our project. Then in the next video, we shall be able to click around to the map and then try to display some of the data sets that are here. For example, if you just go ahead and click on this polygon here, you can see that the name one of this is Kajiado, and then you can see that we have several layers or rows inside, not rows but columns inside the polygon, or that are associated to that single polygon. So if you click on another one, you will see that we have the name as this one, and then of course the type is the county. And if you scroll horizontally here, you will see that we have some other elements like household, the average household size, the land area, the population, and so on and so forth. We also even have the male population and female population, which is good. So in the next video, that is what we shall do to make sure that we have some interactions with our map. But in this one, we only want to get this tile layer to our map here. So to do that, you need only to go to your JavaScript file here, and then you need to declare your WMS layer. So here you just say const WMS layer, like this. You say is equal to l.tile layer. Then you say .wms. Then you need to get your WMS file inside or layer inside this function. So to do that, you just need to go back to your layer here. If you don't know how to open this, go back to your GeoServer, make sure that you are under layer preview, just as mine. So if you click on layer preview, so this one wants me to log in again, so I'm just going to log in, click on layer preview, and then scroll down to where your shapefile is. So you can see mine is here. Then you need to click on open layers like this. This is going to open up your layer just as we have it here. So after that, you need to copy this link here. Just copy the link, and then you need to get this link inside this file, and then you just need to delete some of the things up to, let's say, GeoServer like this, and then we only going to have http localhost 880/geoserver/wms. Then after doing that, we shall go outside this and then have some other parameters displayed. So for example, we need to get the layer, and the layer is going to be whatever the store name is and the layer itself. So down here you can see that we have this one which we are supposed to copy as the store name and the layer name. Then you come back and just paste it inside here. So that will be our first parameter, and then the next parameter is going to be the format. So the format is going to be of course image, since all WMS data is in terms of images, and we shall get this as a PNG file. Then after doing that, you need to get also the transparent. So we need to get the transparent as true. So transparent is going to be true like this. Don't put inside the quotes. And then lastly, we need to get the version of GeoServer that we are currently using. So this one is supposed to be 1.1.0, but you can also still use 1.1.1 if you like, as much as it is above 1.0.0. So this is coming from here. You can see that we have the version as 1.1.0, which is still okay. You can still 1.1.0 or 1.1.1 as your version. Then after this, you only need to now add to, and then you need to add this to our map. So this map is the variable name that we have here. So we are adding everything to this map since we defined it above the code. So control save this and then try to preview here. Just try to refresh. Of course, we are yet to get anything here, so we just like to see what could be the problem. So let me say maybe 1.1.1, still not working. So let me right click and see, inspect. So we are yet to get anything. Okay, so I'm just looking at this. I think I had a typo here. My keyboard is not typing the letter S correctly. So the problem is that we didn't have our S here, so it's supposed to be version like this. So let's try and see if it changes. So refresh the page, and then we are yet to get anything. So let's just try to see what could be the issue. So since we are still not getting the map, let's go back to the code, and then this is supposed to be layers. So just make a small correction here to be layers. So we have layers, we have the format, transparent, and also the version. So let's try and see. Yes, so we got it here. So let me just enlarge this. So you can see that we got our styles from QGIS to GeoServer, and then from GeoServer to our custom WebGIS application. So now if you click on any of this polygon, you see that we don't get anything, because this is what we are going to do next in our coming tutorial. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and also leave a like if this was helpful. Leave a comment if something was missing. I would like to get back to you in the comment section. So thank you for watching, and let's see you in the next video. Thank you.